Hello and a warm welcome to World This Week by latestlaws.com. This is a weekly program, so hit the bell icon to get notification for new videos. My name is Sheetal June and I will be taking you through the significant orders and judgments passed by various courts in the country and some important international news from this week. Let's begin with Supreme Court this week. The Supreme Court has upheld the legality of a government condition that mandates landowners to allocate a portion of their land for public utility purposes in exchange for permission to change the land's designated use. This significant decision by the Supreme Court overturned a Bombay High Court judgment that had challenged the practice. The Supreme Court cited a prior ruling in the case of Narayan Rao Jagobaji Govt Public Trust versus the state of Maharashtra and others, emphasizing that when the government allows land development with permission to subdivide it for commercial purposes and require landowners to provide a part of the land for public utility free of cost, such a clause cannot be deemed illegal. The Supreme Court has sought names of eminent personalities including scientists, technocrats, administrators, educationists, and jurists for setting up a research committee for shortlisting and appointing vice-chancellors in 13 state-run universities of West Bengal. Taking note of the running feud between the state government and the Office of West Bengal Governor on the issue, the top court decided on September 15th that it would set up a search committee to pick up vice-chancellors. The Supreme Court has stayed criminal defamation proceedings against Union Minister L Murugan on a complaint filed by Chennai-based Murasori Trust for his alleged defamatory statements at a press conference in December 2020. His petition challenged the September 5th order of the Madras High Court, which had refused to quash the proceedings, came up for hearing before a bench of Justice B.R. Gavai and Justice P.K. Mishra. Supreme Court Judge SVN Bhatti has recused himself from hearing former Andhra Pradesh CM N Chandrababu Naidu's petition for quashing the FIR in the alleged scam in the state's Skill Development Corporation. Senior advocate Siddharth Luthra, appearing for Naidu, said he be permitted to mention the plea before a bench headed by Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud for urgent hearing, which was approved. Senior advocate Harish Salve, also representing Naidu, said that if the bench is not hearing the matter, then passing it over may not help and the court may direct listing it next week. The Supreme Court has mandated that the Home Secretary of Manipur and the Deputy Director General of the Unique Identification Authority of India (UIDAI) Govt make sure that any displaced individuals in an ethnically divided state who may have lost their Aadhaar Cards are given a copy of the Aadhaar Card after proper verification. Concerned about the possibility of illegal immigrants in Manipur obtaining Aadhaar Cards, a bench headed by CJ D.Y. Chandrachud and comprising of Justice J.B. Pardiwala and Manoj Mishra warned UIDAI that it must watch the biometric information pertaining to each person who have claimed that they have lost their Aadhaar Card with its database. Taking a dim view of 86 collegium recommendations for judgeship pending with the centre, as also transfer of 26 High Court judges and appointment of the Chief Justice of one High Court, the Supreme Court on Tuesday set a deadline of October 9th for the government to come back with some results or be ready to face problem. A bench of Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul and Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia was at pains to highlight that nothing had been done by the centre in the last 7 months since the last hearing in the case in February. Now let's have an overview of High Courts. The Division Judge Bench of Justice Sudhir Singh and Justice Chandra Prakash Singh at the Patna High Court has held that the statement of an eyewitness must be free from blemish and devoid of any ambiguity, uncertainty and loopholes. The High Court of Jharkhand has dismissed a petition which was filed for quashing the criminal proceedings in a case of non-payment of loan and ruled that allegations in the case involving the flat purchase and the loan transactions were not suppressed, a prima facie case existed and quashing the FIR was not warranted and CCTV cameras must be installed at all police stations. The Punjab and Haryana High Court in a writ petition filed for filling up of vacancies in the State and District Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission in Chandigarh has held that in a welfare state, it is expected that the government should take prompt action in making appointments for the redressal of the grievances of the consumers and directed the Chandigarh administration to file a status report on the steps being taken for filling up of existing and future vacancies. The Delhi High Court has ruled that the right of pledgee to sell pledged shares in the event of a default to repay a loan is secondary to the pledger's right to redeem those shares as stipulated under Section 177 of the Indian Contract Act. The court further clarified that under Section 9 of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act, it can protect such subject matter of arbitration and grant an injunction in favour of the pledger if the sale of the pledged shares appears to be violating Section 177 of the Indian Contract Act. The Delhi High Court has upheld an arbitral award in the case of National Highways Authority of India versus DS Toll Roads Private Limited. It reiterated the principle that arbitration awards are generally final and courts should not interfere with them unless there are compelling reasons to do so. The High Court of Andhra Pradesh has dismissed a petition filed for quashing the order in which the learned magistrate allowed 2 additional witnesses for examination in the petitioner's trial and emphasized the importance of fair trials and the duty to discover the truth, and stated that if the accused receives all necessary evidence for cross-examination, no prejudice is caused, and highlighted the balanced role of the public prosecutor in presenting all relevant evidence. Moving on to international news this week. Indian lawyer Ashish Deep Verma has been nominated as chairperson International Relations at World Justice Alliance. It is an international association of legal professionals. It has announced its objective to defend human rights by uniting legal experts from around the globe. It has officially launched its presence in Belgrade, Serbia, with an extension to India soon. This milestone marks a significant step in the organization's mission to defend human rights and justice on a global scale. Comprising of lawyers, magistrates, journalists, investigators, and more, this alliance is dedicated to creating a platform for collaboration and support in the pursuit of justice for victims of gross human rights violations and war crimes. A New York appeals court has refused to delay Donald Trump's October-scheduled civil fraud trial after the former US president accused the trial judge of wrongly refusing to throw out most of the cases. The decision was issued by the Appellate Division, a middle-level appeals court in Manhattan. It came 2 days after State Court Justice Arthur Engoron found that Trump and his family business persistently and fraudulently overvalued their assets and net worth in order to obtain better terms on loans and insurance. In the end, we have miscellaneous news. Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam became law in India after President Draupadi Murmu gave her nod to the Women's Reservation Bill. As it became an act now, 33% of the seats in the Lok Sabha and state assemblies will be reserved for women. However, the reservation bill will be implemented after the new census and delimitation. In a special sessions of the parliament, the Women's Reservation Bill was passed by the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha this month, making it a historic achievement by the Indian Parliament as it shifted its operations to the new Parliament building on September 19th. In an unusual legal case, a Bangalore consumer has won a compensation claim against a local cake shop. The Bangalore Additional District Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission ruled that the cake shop was liable for selling a rotten cake that was unfit for consumption, resulting in illness among the customers. The commission ordered Vinayak Cake Shop to compensate Pooja with Rs 3,000 for the deficiency in service and mental harassment caused by the spoiled cake. Additionally, the bakery was directed to cover Pooja's court expenses amounting to Rs 3,000. Vinayaka Cake Shop was also instructed to provide a refund of Rs 3,590 for the spoiled cake. In a significant move towards digitization and enhancing access to justice, the Punjab and Haryana High Court has introduced 2 new software modules with aim to streamline the process of traffic challan disposal in Chandigarh and facilitating the right to information (RTI) request. The traffic module allows stakeholders to search for their traffic challans using various parameters such as vehicle number, registered mobile numbers, owner name or case number. Moreover, fines can be paid digitally with electronic payment receipts generated instantly. The RTI module is designed to simplify the process of applying and seeking information under the Right to Information Act. It also supports electronic payment methods, thereby reducing the reliance on paper. The introduction of this portal is anticipated to serve as a bridge between the courts and the applicants, enabling them to exercise their rights more efficiently and seek redressal for their grievances. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. This is a weekly program, and to get more information, please check the description box, and for weekly updates, like and subscribe to our channel.